All right, guys, today is May 1st. Happy 1st of May. And we are back out in the shade tent. Just got done raining, so we didn't get a lot of rain, about 1/4 of an inch. But we're out here mixing soil to get ready for all of the tomatoes and so I figured while I was mixing soil, if I can sit you up somewhere here, we could hang out. So one of the reasons why it takes me so long to get everything done is because I am a one-man show. I am a one-man show. So I do it all myself. Now, yes, I know I have all kinds of fancy gizmos and gadgets and thingy-merjigs in the house for cooking and for making the dog food and all this other fancy stuff. And you would think, oh, because I had somebody ask, well, why doesn't Ben help you do your gardening? Ben is not a gardener. He does not have interest in gardening. And I'm sure you probably want to see what I'm doing. So, around here, hopefully you can see, this is my dirt, if we don't drop you. And I'm literally just mixing it all up from the bottom of the tote, pulling it up to make sure everything is completely mixed. I'm hoping that you can see this and you're not just looking at a pile of dirt over here somewhere. But I have to work through the entire tote, pull it up from the bottom, and just wiggle it in so it's all mixed. Because I added 2 different soils besides the soil that I already had in there, which was a peat moss kind of soil that I had left over for the towers. So we have the all natural Kellogg's potting mix, and we have the Miracle-Gro potting mix. Like I said in the last video, I'm not too keen on the whole Miracle-Gro thing, but it's what we have available. If you've been watching me for any period of time, you know that I am not sponsored by anybody. None of my videos so far have been sponsored by anyone. I just inform you as to what I'm using, because that's what I'm using. You know, when I do my cooking shows and I'm walking you through how to make certain things when I'm cooking, I'm not sponsored by anybody there either. It's just what's available and what we use. I did say that I was going to do an update on, that's a big chunk of wood. Oh, it'll break down. But I did say that I was going to do a video on the update of all of the things growing in the tower, and I will, just not right now. We have to get this soil the rest of the way mixed so that I can get it in the pots. We're supposed to have scattered thunderstorms for the next 2 days. Well, 3 days if you count today. So scattered thunderstorms today, tomorrow, and the next day. Our high today is 79. Right now it's 72, so it's pretty nice out. The sun keeps playing peekaboo. So I'm in the shade tent just because I've got all the stuff here, and it's just too much for me to have to continuously keep moving back and forth, and it's too heavy. The one reason that I dread summer and soil is because it wakes up all your muscles that you didn't use all winter long. And since I am 23 and a half times 2 now, since April is over, yeah, it is a little bit rough on your bones and your muscles. So the reason that I use the Kellogg's mix, the all-natural potting mix, is because a lot of times it's going to be a little bit thicker. It does have some wood chips in it, as you can see. If we scoot you over here and show you in the bag. Hang on, move over. If I show you the potting mix in the bag, it is a little bit chunky. It's got a lot of probably, well, it's all natural. So it's going to be peat moss, some cocoa coir, shredded wood. You can see some sticks in there. Probably some bark of some sort. A lot of different things. And it's got a lot of natural things in it. And so, and it'll have a funny smell to it too. And the reason is because when all of that natural stuff is mixed together, if I can find a piece, let's see, I'll see if I can reach in here and find a chunk. Use my little shovel. But when you get this Kellogg stuff, it usually has a lot of microbiome and stuff in it. Here we go. It's got some fungus in there, and you could say it's a mold, but it's really, I don't think it's a mold. It's a fungus that has natural bacteria in it that helps your plants. Kind of like a, yeah, see, here's a stick, just a little stick. So it's kind of like a bacteria that feeds your plants. It breaks down some of the organic matter and helps your plants thrive. It produces a lot of the nutrients that your plants need. The nitrogen, the phosphorus, phosphate, and the potassium. So that's the NPK, and I probably said that backwards. And then, of course, the Miracle-Gro is a finer. Open this up, and dirty hands. The Miracle-Gro is a real fine mix. It will have some wood chips in it. It does have a little bit of perlite in it. It's got some sort of a fertilizer, but it's a lot finer and drier. And so that I use that because that's all that's available. But the finer stuff helps to hold in some of the water. It retains some of the water. It retains some of the nutrients. I always mix everything with perlite anyways to make sure that everything is well aerated. Even though here in East Tennessee we do get a lot of heat, I want my soil to hold enough moisture but still have enough aeration in it so that the roots can breathe and so that some of that water can evaporate, especially with the heat. And then, of course, you don't want your soil to end up getting what they call hydrophobic, where it doesn't want to absorb water. So with the perlite, that kind of helps it retain the water and drain. But then when I put the vermiculite on the top, the vermiculite holds in the moisture, blocks the sun from taking the nutrients out of the soil, and holds in the moisture. So it kind of helps too. And it holds in some of the nutrients. So that's why I use that. We're out here. It is a beautiful day. As I heard the neighbors hollering at their kids, the dogs are going to bark. The girls are up there. Chance and Angel are up there. Both of them girls sitting there watching the neighborhood. And Buttercup is inside napping with her daddy. And I've got dirt all over the front of my phone. So anyways, that's what we're doing today. We are mixing up soil. And getting the pots prepared. This will probably take me all day. We have a lot of pots to prepare. And I still have to get the rest of the seed started. We're going to transplant the mint that I didn't get to yesterday. And yeah, start some more seeds. We got lots of seeds to start. I And after a while, I will do the video probably later on this evening when it's raining. And I'll do the video on the Seed Time app and show you a little bit of that. Which is really cool. And that's how I know what I'm doing with all my seeds and my crops. And for the surprise that I told you guys yesterday I would do a video on, since we're back here and I'm looking at it again, I'll show you what I found in our back 40. Angel, stop! This here grows wild, and this is wild honeysuckle. So I'm excited about that. And then the other surprise is if you see these little flowers, cute as a button, those are actually my wild raspberries. So they'll turn red. Some of them will be a red color. Some of them are going to be a dark purple color. But they're growing, and they're actually on this side of my yard where I'll actually be able to harvest them this year. But they are wild and exciting. Oh, here. And not a surprise, but this is a wild strawberry. We have those that run all over the darn place. I read that you can eat them. They don't have a lot of flavor, and they don't get big and nice and juicy. They're just little bitty strawberries. I've never tried them, but it's interesting. So maybe if I see a bunch of them, then I'll gather them up and I'll try them. Put them in a smoothie, because that's what I use most of my berries in. So that's what we've got going on. Since we did get rain this morning, quite a bit of it, and so I got some really good sleep, which was nice. I sleep best when it rains. I gotta walk around the house and make sure. Oh, here's some more wild berries too. I did not realize that this was a wildberry bush, and I've been chopping it down for years. So now that I know what it is, I'm gonna let it grow, and I'll be able to harvest those berries. But as I'm walking around the yard, you'll hear water in the background. That's because everything that has standing water has to be dumped, or else we'll have bugs. And I don't know about you, but I really don't care to get eat up by skeeters. And somebody asked me, what's a skeeter? Okay, it's a mosquito. I speak funny. But I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like being bit by mosquitoes. There's a lot of risk to it. There's a lot of things that can happen if you get bit by a mosquito. There's different diseases that they carry. So I just choose to not add to keeping them or providing them with a place to breed. So, all right, with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go for now. And I'm going to go ahead and finish mixing this soil up, filling some pots. And then I'll come back because I'm going to do a video and show you guys how I'm going to transplant these plants. So, these are the tomatoes and the tomatillos. And of course the marigolds. And we're going to put a couple of other crops in there too. I just haven't figured out exactly which ones yet. And then up above, please stop that. Your dad is sleeping. Angel, you're barking right under the window. Be quiet. Your dad's sleeping. Stop it. You don't even know what you're barking at. You too. That's enough. And then our peppers up here are doing really well. They just started putting off buds. And we've got some marigolds in there to keep them going. But we're also going to put some dill and radishes in with the pumpkins and the cucumbers, because I was doing some research and it says that you can companion plant those and it helps keep away some of the other pests. So we're going to give it a try. So anyways, for now, I'm going to let you go. so that I can get going on this dirt, and I'll be back in the next video to show you how I up pot all of this. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, you are someone, you do matter. I love you, and we will see you on the next video. Until then, ciao now.